A very cheerful morning to all my dear students. Get ready for your English class. Take out your English grammar book. Chapter number 13, subject verb agreement. I am giving you 2 minutes. Please take out your book and open page number 96. Chapter number 13, subject verb agreement. As you all know, in a sentence we have a subject and a verb. The verb should agree with the subject in its number and person. If the subject is singular, we use singular verb. If the subject is plural, we use plural verb. This girl is very intelligent. Now here single girl is there, singular subject is there, so we use singular verb. These girls are very intelligent. Here girls is a plural subject, so we use plural verb are. That book was interesting. Those books were interesting. Like this we have to use the verb according to the subject. We use am, was and have with I as a subject. Okay, we use am, was and have with I in the form of subject, and are, were and have with you subject. I am satisfied with him. I have a good picture book. You are satisfied with him and you have a good picture book. We also use have with the following verbs and their negative and question forms. For example, do, does and did, must, need, dare, will, would, shall, should, ought to, used to, can, could, may, might. With all these verbs we use have instead of has. We do not have a degree college in our town. I shall have a lot of money next week. He used to have a nice bungalow. Does he have a new shirt? Did she have her turn? So, with all these verbs, we use have instead of has. Now, in the introductory there. In some sentences that begins with there, the real subject is placed after the real subject is placed after the verb, but two of them agree with each other. So in some sentences that begins with there, the real subject is placed after the verb, but it should agree with but the two of them should agree with each other, the verb and the subject. Like there is no student in the classroom. Now here is the verb which should agree with the subject student. Here it is placed, subject is placed after the verb, but it should both should agree with each other. There are 10 students in the classroom. Now are is used according to the students. There were pictures on the wall. There was a clock on the wall. There has been a mistake. Okay? But unlike there, it is always followed by singular verb. We said there, with there we use a verb according to the subject number. If it is singular, we use singular verb. If it is plural, we use plural verb. But with it, we always take a singular verb. Like it was 9:30 at that time. It is cold today. It has been a mistake. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now, if the subject consists of two or more nouns, singular nouns, if the subject consists of two or more singular nouns, now note this thing, singular noun or pronoun joined by and it will take a plural verb. Like Rekha and Madhu are sisters. He and I were in the meeting. Fire and water do not agree. Are your father and mother at home? So if there are two singular nouns or pronouns, we use plural verb. But if the noun suggests one idea to the mind or refer to the same person or the thing, the verb will be singular. If there are two nouns in the sentence, but they refer to common idea or they are referring to the same person, then we use a singular verb. See, bread and butter is a wholesome food. Slow and steady wins the race. We take a singular verb then. Okay, so if both the subjects are singular and they represent a common idea or represent a common person or a thing, then we take a singular verb. Otherwise, if there are two nouns or pronouns, singular noun or pronoun followed that are joined by and, we use a plural verb. Now see the eighth point. When the noun in a subject are thought of as a different units. When the nouns are of different units, suppose one is singular and other one is plural. If when the nouns in a subject, now if the same if the subject consists of two nouns but they are of different units, one is singular and one is plural, the plural verb is used. See, salwar and kurta are two pieces of a female dress. My secretary and his receptionist are on leave today. Chapatis and dal are charged separately. So here two nouns but different nouns are there, and with that we use plural verb. Clear? They represent different units. They are not representing a common unit. They represent different units. So then we will use plural verb. Okay? Coming to the next ninth rule. When two or more subjects in the singular, when two or more in the subjects, two or more subjects in singular form are joined by or, nor, either, or neither, then the verb will be in the singular form. We will take a singular verb. No girl or boy was punished. No book, no nook or corner was left unexplored. Either the cat or the dog has spoiled it. Neither water nor air is available on the room. So when there are two subjects and they are joined by either. So, when two or more subjects they are joined by or, neither, either, or nor, and they are singular, then we use singular verb. And when the subjects they are joined by two, when the subjects are joined by or, either, neither, nor, and they are plural, and one of the subject is plural, then we'll use a plural verb, and the plural subject should be placed nearest to the verb. See the examples now clearly. Now here these are the examples where the two subjects are singular. Two subjects are singular, so we use singular verb, that is was. Right? No boy and girl or boy was punished. No nook or corner was left unexplored. Okay, now see when these two subjects are joined by again or, nor, either, or neither, and out of the two subject one is plural, we will use a plural verb, but the plural subject should be placed nearer to the verb. Okay, see, neither milk nor eggs were available there. Now, here, out of these two subjects, milk or eggs, one is plural, that is eggs. So, we will use plural verb according to the plural verb, but the plural subject should be placed nearer to the plural verb. Clear, everyone? Now see, neither the chairman nor the directors are present. Either the boy or his parents have done this. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Now coming to the 10th rule, when the subjects they are joined by different persons, the verb should agree with the subject nearest to it. Now when the subject is joined by two different persons. Suppose either he or I. He is a third person and I is the first person. So verb will be chosen according to the subject nearest to it. So either he or I am mistaken. Now here am is the verb which is used according to the subject I. Neither she nor you are to blame. Either you or he is mistaken. Neither my friend nor I am to blame. So, when the subject consists of two persons, the verb should agree with the subject nearest to it. Coming to the 11th rule. Quite often, the verb is incorrectly made to agree in number with the noun near it instead of with its proper subject. This error should be avoided in the following examples. The quality of apples was good. Now, here the verbs are incorrectly made to agree in number. Now, apples is the plural subject here, but we used singular verb here. That is why you're saying verb is incorrectly made to agree in number with a noun near it instead of with its proper subject. His knowledge of Indian languages was good. One of the boys was absent yesterday. Instead of using plural verb, we use singular verb. Here, the verbs are incorrectly made to agree in number with a noun instead of proper subject. Now here the proper subject is quality, knowledge and one of the, but we are taking the plural verb according to the noun, that is apples, languages and boys. Here apples we are using singular verb, languages singular verb, and then boys also we are using the singular verb. Now when the singular in form, when the subject is in singular in form, it is taken as a whole in plural, taken as a whole. When the subject taken as a whole is plural in meaning, when the subject, though it is singular, but it gives you the plural in meaning, then plural verb will be used. Like a lot of trees. A lot of trees have been cut. More than 12 boys have participated in the essay writing competition. The majority of voters are illiterate. So here we used plural verb, though the subject is singular, but it sounds plural in meaning, then we use plural verb. Now 13th rule comes to the 13th rule. The verb in a sentence agree with the number of the subject, not with the number of the noun that is added to it, by using the words such as with, together with, in addition to, accompanied by, as well as. Now the 13th rule says that the verb should be used according to the number of subject, not according to the number of noun. See the captain. Now here the captain is the subject. Captain with all his soldiers. Soldier is a noun. Now the captain is a subject here. So we will use the verb according to the subject. Now the captain with all his soldier was rewarded. Okay, was is used according to the captain. The principal together with his staff was present at the ceremony. The house in addition to its content was sold. So I hope this 13th rule is clear to you. Now, next 14th rule, that the following words always take a singular verb, like distributive words like each, anyone, one, many, everybody, everyone knows, no one, someone. Okay, so these are the words with which we use singular verb. Each of his sister sings well. Any one of the two is expected today. One of my pens is lost. Many a plant has died. Everybody is interested in taking part in competition. Everyone knows the secret now. No one wants to be unhappy. Someone has done this mischief. Okay, now coming to the 15th rule. Two nouns qualified by each or every. Two nouns qualified by, when the two nouns are qualified by each or every, though connected by and, though they are connected by and, they will take a singular verb. See, each, every boy and every girl. Now every boy and every girl, now here you can see two nouns, boy and girl, and they are connected by and, right, and they are qualified by every. So every boy and every girl was given a packet of sweets. Each officer and every clerk of this office is corrupt. So when two nouns, they are qualified by each or every, and though they are connected by and, they will take a singular verb. As you remember, in the previous rule we discussed that when the two singular nouns, they are connected by and, they will take a plural verb. But here when they are connected by this distributive words like each, every, they will take a singular verb, not plural verb. Now, none is constructed in the singular or plural as the sense may require. See, did you buy any apples? There were none in the market. It will be constructed in singular form or plural form as the sense of the sentence may require. Did you buy any apples? There were none. As we are talking about apples, so we will take a plural verb. It will depend upon the sense of the sentence. So there were none in the market. Have you brought me a book? There was none in the bookshop. Clear? None but fools have believed it. None of these works are good. None of his poems are well known. Clear now? So it will depend upon the sense of the sentence that they will take a singular verb or plural verb. Next is the 17th rule. 17th rule says following words will take a plural verb like both, a few, many, several. The both, few, a few, many, several, these are the words, they will take a plural verb. Both of these guests have come late. Many were called out, but few were chosen. A few of these houses are still vacant. Several girls were absent. Right, now much and a little, they will take a singular verb. Much has already been said, only a little of the work has been completed. Much and a little, they will take a singular verb. Both, if a few, several, many, they will take a plural verb. And 19th rule says the words like all, almost, none, some, they take a singular verb when they stand for uncountable nouns, but when they stand for countable nouns, they will take a plural verb. It is quite understood, right? Like, is there any food left? No, all has been eaten. 60 boys appeared for the examination, all have passed. Now here boys are countable, so we will use the plural verb.